Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And I wanted to talk to you this evening about the situation, dealing with our families. And I went and watched a brother from Hawaii, the brother that's been out there in GMS San Francisco, chopping it up with them brothers and pushing the work out there. And he had a video that really inspired me, and he was talking about families and how your family reacts towards you, because the spirit of the Most High is on you. And I really got to reminiscing about a lot of the times where it kind of flipped me out, or I just wasn't cognizant about the time, because I was trying to please my parents and honor that father and mother. For the most part, we get along, but sometimes the spirit of the Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai is so heavy that, man, demons and stuff are going to cry out, man, and they're going to revolt against you, man, because the atmosphere, when you're dealing with, the Most High, and you're dealing with the satanic powers, man, and they're trying to occupy the same space, something's going to happen. Something's going to give. So a lot of times what you carry, and you carry the truth, and then you go into some demonic Christians who got demons all over them and religious spirits, all of a sudden, man, they just start popping off, like my mother, she'll just start, going into scriptures, and she'll start hinting around about, like she doesn't approve of what I do and what we preach. And I already came to the understanding with her is, look, we don't get along, so why even torment one another with each other's doctrine? Just not even really talk about it. I just come to see how you're doing, how my stepdad's doing, if anything lawful that I can eat, and she offers it to me, I'll eat that. A lot of times I don't necessarily need it. Sometimes I do. But for the most part, I really don't need any food. I'll just eat just to please my mother. She always liked to cook for us and whatnot. And so, and then she's, bothered, they're bothered about the dietary law. Well, the kids, you kids just don't eat this and don't eat that. I just don't feel like even really hardly cooking no more. And I was like, well, I said, if you have something lawful that I can eat, hey, I got no problem with eat it. But I said, you got to realize I love the Most High more than my family. I said, I told you that. I said, you're supposed to put your Jesus Christ that she believes. I said, according to the scriptures, you're supposed to put him over me. So you're supposed to try to do the things that please your God that you worship over any man. But it's just kind of funny. I never see that out of the Christians. They just pretty much eat whatever they want to do, do whatever they pretty much want to do, but yet it's holy on Sunday. I mean, when you really think about it, what things different do they do of the world? I mean, they don't say any cuss words for, I'll say they don't say any cuss words when they're around people, but yeah, they cuss. Christians are just really good at hiding all their sins, except when they eat. I mean, that's not hidden. That's just blatant, pork, lobster, shrimp, right in front of you. All you got to do is just pray for it, and the Lord's just going to mysteriously take all the poisons and infirmities out of the food, and and you're going to eat, but yet you still die every year from eating that garbage. But not to get on a tangent on that. But it just, when I go visit my parents, they just, especially my mother, it's not so much my stepfather. He'll get quiet and, go in the other room. Me and my mother start getting into it with the scriptures. She can't deal with me when the scriptures. I mean, it's not even a effort for me to crush her in the scriptures. But, once again, I try not to go into that. But, that demon that's on her, she'll just flip out. Start, hinting and poking and trying to provoke an argument. And so I'll just get up and like, well, I got to leave. I didn't come over for this. And then I take off. Because once again, I try to come into agreement with her that, look, I'm not going to share this. You get offended every time. Quit trying to dip in my business. Quit trying to find out what we're doing, because I told her you can't handle what we're doing. Leave it alone. Go on back to your church. And then when all hell breaks loose, when you can't find me, that's on you. But it's a trip, man. How the spirits, man, the demons on them will just flip out. I mean, I went to a restaurant one time, man, and this Edomite was standing in front of me. I mean, he was red as a beet, red as hell, man. And all of a sudden, this devil just got big-eyed and just turned around and started talking to me and wouldn't quit talking to me. And it was because the spirit that we carry on us, and it's a spirit of truth. And those demons can't handle that. It's too much for them. I mean, I'll go, I've been to very, very, very few family functions, but I mean, I think the last family function that I ended up going to at this little town, and it's Brays Hill, Indiana. And I mean, I got there and the family was acting all funny and weird, and it wasn't necessarily just towards me. I came there with about 4 or 5 other family members, but I mean, they was just real weird, man. And I started noticing a pattern every time I would go somewhere. Either somebody would start talking about the Bible and screwing the scriptures all up, or people would just act weird. But when I heard that brother's video from the brother from Hawaii, the lights just started going off. It just brought back all the times that I've been around family and how they just acted all crazy when I came around. And like I said, me and that brother, we got to sharing on the comment board. I shared some experiences with another brothers, and we all had the same all three of us had the same testimony, that when we got around our parents, they would just flip out for no reason. I mean, we ain't even got to even say a word, and all of a sudden they just start attacking us. And that's a good thing, because that just shows you that it's possibly that we're part of the elect. We've got that spirit of Yahushua on us. So I mean, that's a good sign, when they when they abuse you and despitefully use you and exclude you from functions or don't want you around, and really the demons around them that control them don't want you around, and so they'll start using jump on them and use them to get they want you away from them. And it's crazy because my mother wants me to visit her, but yet when I go over there, she can't stand me. It's like a regurgitation to her. She they make me want to regurgitate by what they believe in their practices, and it's vice versa with them. Satan hates you, man. Satan hates you. You're disobedient to his realm, man. Esau, the devil, man. Esau hates you, man. You're different from his world. And going into Luke chapter 4 and 32, and they were astonished at his doctrine, for his word was with power. It's talking about Yahushua. Yahushua just got done preaching and made the people, pretty upset. And but when he preached, we preached with power. See, that's what the world hates. That's what Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans hate. We preach with power, and what we say makes total 100% sense. And they can't handle that. They want to go back to peace and love and do whatever you want to do. And our people really truly love darkness. We've been in poverty and been brainwashed so long. It's just come to the point that we've just accepted that as the norm. Hey man, yeah, that's just the way it is. Verse 33. And in the synagogue there was a man which had a spirit of an unclean devil, and cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone. What have we to do with thee, O Yahushua of Nazareth? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee, who thou art, the Holy One of the Most High. And Yahushua rebuked him, saying, Hold thy peace and come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he came out of him and hurt him not. And that was just an illustration of Yahushua getting rid of a demon out of a man. But that's the same thing, man. Those demons are crying out when we come around, man. It may not be to that magnitude, Sometimes it could be. Leave us alone. You're here to destroy us. What do we have to do with you, brother the Yakau? But in a sense, in their own right, they're saying the same thing to us. Now, who are you preaching this? Only Israel can be saved. Who do you think you are? I thought it was all about love. And then when you start going in the scriptures, they really can't take it. It's like, yeah, it's there, but it's not really there. You see, that's what Satan and Esau does. It's a, you can get out $1. Yeah, it's $1, but see, that's not really $1. See, that dollar's not real. They'll try to convince you that the straight bone solid real is not real. And like I said, I'm not going to be too much longer on this. I'm going to get ready to close out. But yeah, man, don't be shocked, when your family, flips out on you, man. Like the scripture says, a man's, foe shall be that of his own household. So, I thought I'd just, share that exhortation. But like I said, man, it's going to get even worse, man. A lot of our family members are going to sell us out. We're going to tell the police where we're at. They'll try to do anything they can to hold on to Babylon, to hold on to America. They will do anything because our people love their darkness. They love the darkness. I mean, they would rather be a slave any day than to get liberation and rule. That's how weak-minded and torn and down and rebellious and evil our people are. And with that being said, shalom.